Good morning, day 21. Who'd have thunk it? Wow. I'm reading all your comments. Thank you very, very much. I am reading them, and just even last night I was contacted by one of my peeps and wanted to catch up, and I'm like, yep, all good. I'm laying in bed, I'm on my iPad, and my iPad starts having a little bit of a hissy fit. I have a case for my iPad. It's a 1917, no, it's a 2017 iPad, and so this is my case for it, and the keys on the case are going mental. So what would take me 5 seconds to type, because I was trained in typing, was taking me forever to get the keys to work. So I might actually, while I wait for my uploads tonight, I might get on the computer, because I upload and edit on my computer, not my iPad or not my phone. I point to you guys because you're on my phone. So whenever someone tries to WhatsApp me on my on my phone, which is usually just Chris or Queenie, I can't answer it if I'm recording, because I can't answer it on my phone, and it rings. I can answer it on my watch. I'm an girl. Hang on, can you see this? It's twice now I've tried to capture a video for you guys. She sat there yesterday or the other day going, and the ball just go out of her reach because it was too big, and she's just playing with this ball. I'm thinking, we'll see. Anyway, so day 21, what have I got in store for you? Now, this one is actually, this one's been twiddling in my mind since Julie says her own clothes, brought it up in a conversation what she's making her father-in-law. And besides some little thoughts I had about something, so she's making him a Baker Boy hat. Now, I had to Google it because I knew what it looked like, but I had to Google it to make sure it was what I knew what it was. You know, I spent from the age of, my last year of high school, 2 years of high school, wearing a beret as an army cadet girl, and then I spent a good deal of time in uniform, which included a hat. So hats are not my favorite thing to put on my head. Oh God, don't know what else I'd put on my head. What a weird thing to say, Stacey. But welcome everyone. Welcome back. Welcome if you're new. I hope you go back and see what little treats I've made this Vlogmas. It's been very tiring. I know that Julie says her own clothes, mentioned that she hasn't had time to tidy up. I'm actually waiting for a client to show up, so if I end this abruptly, she's 3 minutes late. I don't keep a clock. I just know that's why I'm keep looking, is because due any second now. Julie said that her room is so messy that she wants to show up, but she can't show it. She's feeling, yeah. Now my room has not been tidy since I think Vlogmas day 2. No, let's say Vlogmas day 1. I've got some work I need to do. I know that this person would possibly want it over the Christmas period, except for the warm gloves. I'm making her a pair of the wrist warmers. She saw them. Oh, I told you about her. I wanted to make her some, but didn't want them white because she deals with dogs, and she wanted them fluffy. And well, I found some fabric that's fluffy. There you go, look at that. Num num. So I cut out another one and make those for her. But yeah, hello. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to shell it on the outside as well. So I'm going to put something. Willow. Enough, bub. Enough. So So, sorry, back to what I'm making. Welcome, everyone. Welcome back if you're, welcome here if you're new. Please hit the thumbs up, like, and if you'd really like to see me again, or the dogs, subscribe. That'd be awesome. I am 18. I just looked today. I don't look every day, but I looked today. I'm 18 off 1,000. 18. God, I remember when I was 18. I was in the military. Anyway, not because I had to be. It's because I wanted to be. Let's put that out there. So she's making this Baker Boy's hat. So I've decided to make a, would we say a crass version of it? I would say a crass version of it. It's in half in a different foreign language, half in a foreign language. And that's the hat I'm going to make. I'm going to make it out of an old pair of jeans. So I've got some denim. So these are Victoria's old jeans. I've already cut out all the panels. Okay, and one of them actually has a back pocket attached to it. Because I forgot I needed 4 of there. There it is. I'll unpick that. I needed 4 of these, I forgot. I don't know why, because they don't seem any different. I know that when Julie made hers, this is why I know it's a crass version. When Julie made hers, it was a proper Baker Boys hat, whereas the back is longer than the short panels at the front. Trying to figure out what I'm going to have as the peak. I know an ice cream lid container, you know, the ice cream lids, they're really useful for things like that. I either have to eat a tub of ice cream or go down and buy a tub of ice cream because I don't know if we've got any ice cream in the fridge. Takeout container, maybe. But then again, I always make sure they get thrown out because I get sick of trying to stack them in the plastics cupboard. But anyway, so the lining is 8 cutouts of this. And I will cut that out. I'll start laying it out now just while I wait for my client to show up. And we'll get making a baker's boy cap. Well, I don't know if I can call it that. I always feel bad when people call Click Clacks Tupperware, because it's not. Tupperware is Tupperware. It's a brand. It's like cello tape. It's sticky tape. The stuff I buy is sticky tape. It certainly isn't sellotape. Okay, so that's what I have planned on today. Also today I would like to make 3 sun hats for the Kiddlywinks down south. I'd like to make them as soon as possible because I can tune you out, but I know that you guys only did that to make me. Hey, knock it off. Crazy cats. Right. Chris's youngest daughter's heading down to Dunedin to spend Christmas with her sister, and I would like her to take these. Only I went to iron this, and I didn't put any facing or any interfacing or stiffener in this, and I think I want to. So I'm just going to unpick this, going to cut off some felt, and I'm going to cut off felts because this one's going to be for baby Ezra, and this one is for, no, you can't really see it because of that, it's still pinned together. They love the pants. Apparently, and there's I think it's, this is it's not Blue's Clues, it's, I don't know, something cartoon that they like. It's actually pretty adult orientated apparently. I don't know, I've never watched it. I no longer have to watch cartoons. I do watch Shrek and Ratatouille. I love Ratatouille. I'm looking for my pincushion. This is why I'm looking around. I'll pop them in here. The other pincushion. So I did forget with that list of things that I have made, I did forget to add the macrame to it because it's got a pot in it and a big basket. So that's what I'm doing. I did have an idea of what I was making on the 23rd, but I don't have a part of it that I need. So I might switch it up to one that doesn't need that hardware. that might be a clue. But I would like to make this one, so I do have to pop out today. I might contact Thimbles and Threads. Oh, excuse me, a little hiccup. Thimbles and Threads to see if they have what I want. I thought I had one on something here, but I don't. Can't find it. Right, that is me. I'm signing off now. It is 10 minutes in, and I haven't even... Well, I have told you what I'm making. Bonus. I will be popping out today, but not until later. It's going to be busy. I'm flat stick. I literally... in the feet under the water while the swan looks like she's calm. Right, I'm picking this band so I can cut felt. See you soon. Hey guys, it's now 11:44. Apparently my client was coming at 10:30. She was late, but she did text me. I explained to her that she was super late in my head because I thought she was coming at 9:30. We had a giggle. I have something to open. I had a request from John C's husband about having the ability to use his phone when he's got his bike gloves on. Not while he's riding a bike, of course. And I have had some conductive thread sent to me from Yarns. So it's YARNZ. So it's given a bit of a play on New Zealand Limited. And that's the stuff. Look at that. It's just like wool. Let's hope it works. So I bought 4 of them. And they sent me a soak. Modern care for laundry you love. And then it's written in a foreign language. We all know that I can't barely speak English. That's what I got as a little gift. Never seen that before. So I have been tootling because I want to make 3 of these for the grandbabies down south, and I need to make them by the 23rd, I believe. So I'm going to take a photo of that because I sent it to AJ and say, look what I've got. So I'm making these as well as trying to make today's make, and I want to make another wine bottle holder because I am a moose juice holder because I'm giving it to my hairdresser. Oops, there's a pin still on that. That's a little bit dangerous. Right. So I made this just now so I can get that. I've got 2 more to make. So this will be Caleb's. Little superheroes. Anyway, so that's one down. I'm making the other 2, but at the minute I pulled up for my lining. I haven't cut out the lining for my crass hat. But I am thinking I am gonna. Oh, I don't think that's, I think they can go every which way but loose. Fantastic. Got to cut 8 of that. That's going to be my lining inside the hat. Okay, so I've got a few, I was going to make a quilt. Haven't got there yet. So in the meantime, I'll just use it. So I'm going to cut out 8 of these, and then I'm going to start my hat. Okay? Okay. Okay, done. So I've got it all folded up. I've actually got it in layers of 8 because it's not directional. I didn't care. Now, I need to tell you something. I have spoken of Karina before from Norway and have mentioned her channel before. And I did have one of you lovelies come to me and say, how do you understand her? Which I joked and said I speak fluent Norwegian. I don't speak fluent English. So anyway, so Karina has learnt a lot more of the vloggers that I watch. Julie from Julie Sews Her Own Clothes, you got Rowan, Rachel, and a few others. But it's inspired her to do more vlogging, which is fantastic. And I've got she sent me a link to it. So I'm watching it. Now, you've got to go over and watch it. You've got to go and see it because she's done it in English. For us, English-speaking people. or non-Norwegian speaking people, because she speaks English as well and Norwegian. But she's done it so that we can understand her. Isn't that just amazing that she's gone out of her way to do that? And I know, I mean, when we talk on the phone and things like that, I know there's some sayings that or some things I'll say, oh, actually, this is the saying. And she, oh, okay, cool. It's, you know, it's not to disrespect her in any ways, because she's, you know, did you see me busting my hump trying to speak Norwegian? You know, no, but she's, you know, learning the catchphrases and things like that. I mean, yeah, it was about the drawer. You know, he said, oh, and then my drawer dropped. Well, she said her chin dropped, and I explained it's, yeah, very close. I mean, your chin's right there, Jules. Yeah. Anyway, so she was pretty happy with that. But she has gone and done it in English. Does that not deserve a thumbs up, a what do you call it, subscribe, and oh my gosh, I think it's so cool. So at the minute, she's doing a gingerbread house bag from Omel Embroidery. So, and she makes the most beautiful bags. So if I was you, I would use the link that I will put in below, and I would, if I was you, I would go and have a look. I've cut out my scummies while I was talking to you. Right. Let me read the pattern to see where we're going from this. Now, this is also spoken in a different country, like I said. And it's Trend LY065 is the place. I got it off Etsy. So I'll try and find the link. See what I mean? There might be one or two out there that actually understand that. Not me. It says, yeah. Okay, I'll have a look and get back to you. Right, first things first. Look at the diagrams of how to do it. I think they sound quite easy to follow. I'm going to pick this funky variegated thread that is going to go on. I have my other parts cut out. I found some sturdy felt that is going to be, see how sturdy it is? And a sturdy felt that's going to be my cap, my peak. I have my A, B's, C's and D's. Okay, and the first thing we're going to do is we're going to lay them out according to the plan. And I'm going to pin them together, and then we're going to go and sew them. All right, let's start pinning. Righty-ho then. What was that? I am about to sew all these together. I did mark the C just so I knew which was going to be the back. Because I didn't put my notches in. Naughty but true. I've got to change my thread. I'll change my thread, and I will then, I'm going to sew up each one of these. Right, so sew it all up, and then I'm going to open the seam allowances. It says then to sew a button in the top. So you know what? I'm following directions. I'll grab a button and sew it in the top. I didn't say it was a proper bacon point, did I? It's a very 1970s hippie kind of, you know. I just don't have a head for hats. Actually, I might change my cotton to this one, because I was going to top stitch it down each side. Seam allowance is 1 centimetre. Right, so I have gone through, I have done, oh, it looks like a tea cozy. Okay, so I have gone through and ironed all the seams open, and I have selected a button, open. It's just a little, you know, like I always think they're like old men buttons because I like the leather style. It's plastic, it's not leather. I've got a shed load of them, so I might as well pop it in here. So I'm gonna sew the button in the hat, and because it says to, following the rules. Get to that, and we'll move on to the next stage. And for some reason, the girls are going mental. No one there.
I'm going to say Christmas Eve is coming soon.
Next step is making sure you trim it nicely, is you put your interfacing over the top of your hard stiff wedgie thingamajiggy. Wrong in so many levels. Okay, so it's stuck in there. That's the idea of the interfacing. Then you want to put right sides together, and you want to sew only around the round. Buffalo girls come around the outside. All right, I'm just going to pin that in there. So basically, it's giving you your 1 centimetre seam allowance, and then you turn it in the other way and iron it. So you just do this curve. Okay, I'm just going to pop some in because I want to, probably better if I do this. Okay, so I'm going to pin it, going to clip it, and then I'll sew it.
Johnny wants a pair of skates. Susie wants a sled.
So the next phase is to do the 2 straight sides. I've done one and notched it up the wahoo. It's a bit tricky McDicky. I'm actually going to cut that off because that's just flopsy, which means I'll cut this flopsy bit off too. Right, so that's there. And then I'm going to get the other right sides together, line it up with that one. That's all lined up. Now put it through the machine and manipulate it to make it line up. Of course, if you want, which you should, is I just want to get past this first hump. I think that's where my brain is going. It says to respect the notches, which I think is the cutest thing that I've ever read. Respect the notches. Okay. It's a bit funky to sew this, I tell you. Okay, I'm going to keep going. Step is taking the back. We're only meant to cut 1. I cut 2, only because it was already folded in half. So I'll take 1 away. The next we're meant to do is sew that onto the back there. And you would sew it onto the right side of this as well. So far, I can see this hat on my head. I really can. I think the people in the hood would think I'm a weirdo, but makes all kinds to make the wheel go round. Done it, done it, done it. Oh, tell you what, this is really having its little. So the next stage, what we're going to do is actually going to fold it in half and sew, because we're going to have that, the elastic go in the back here. So it has a little piece of elastic. I think that's how it makes it one size fits 99% of the population. So there's that. That goes down like that. Well, it doesn't because it sits up. Which way did I want it? Did I want it? No, I must have wanted it that way. Yeah. And I'll iron those open. And open and then press, and that's when I put in, I think I stitch that up and I slide in the elastic and sew it so it goes. Okay, be back. Right, done and done. I have picked that side to be the upside. Is that correct? Make sure, yeah. So the upside is this side. I'm going to stitch across I think I'm feeling very Mrs. Mangles, man. Just keep looking out there. Wondering what that tooting was then. Did you hear it? Oh, I did. Okay, so you do a 5mm semi-allowance going around the top here. Because this is going to do your casing for your elastic. Here is my elastic. I have no idea how much I should take off. Possibly half the size of this. Got a good stretch to it? Yeah, half the size. Half that size. Half that speed. Half that speed. Mr. Christopher knows exactly what movie I'm quoting for that. Does anyone else? Right, I'm going to pop it through my little channel with my bodkin. Even Mum said she was yelling out, bodkin! Yeah. So first things first, I'm going to make sure I don't pull it too much. And I'm going to pull it just enough. Just enough to lose it. There she blows. So I've got it there in line with it. I'm going to go over the seam to hold that elastic in place. Okay, and then I'm going to pull it with body of the bodkin. Okay. So what I'm just going to do is pop in a safety pin so it doesn't move back anymore, and it's just going to just go back that titch bit. Whew, excuse my language. That was not even a word that was coming out of my mouth. And again, because it's in there and I know it's in there. There we go. Can take the safety pin out now. Anyone for cards? I reckon. I think it's quite cute. Not bad for a crass-made hat. Out of my daughter's jeans. Trust me, they are old ones. She was binning them, and because I do a lot of work with jeans, as you guys have seen my jeans, and you guys want a tutorial, which I have been asked to do that after Christmas. I have been elastic. I have been given that challenge if I choose to accept it. I have been meaning to do it, and I can't remember who asked and requested, but yes, definitely. I think I can't keep you guys in the dark about that anymore. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not keeping you in the dark. Not doing it on purpose. I'll be back. Now we're going to sew up our lining. I have changed my threads to that variegated one that I said, and I am going to just attach them. There is no right or wrong for this one. You can just join them as they are. So I'm just going to go through, and I will see you on the other side.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings.
The last thing we do, well, not the last thing, but one of the last things, is we turn the hat inside out, add the peak, and that matching up your notches from your A, your B, your C, right? Then you turn this inside out, and where you've left the gap, oh, I didn't mention, leave a gap because you've got to birth it. So I did that on the last panel. I left the gap, which then becomes a C panel. So you want the gap at the back. I'm just now pinning it. I'm actually not going to pin it. I'm going to match it as I sew along, because I've pinned it all. Okay, so I'm starting at the back. Do I want to change threads? No, I'm not changing threads. Okay, so, and I'm going to give it the 1 centimeter seam allowance. I'm going to make sure as I go around, only because I haven't pinned it, as I go around, I'm going to make sure it's all lined up with the 1 centimeter seam allowance.
Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a
The proof is in the pudding. Let's see how this tastes. Turn it, birth it, do whatever you want to call it, but get it in the right way. You can do it. Ow! Let me find out where the head is of that. That was just marking where it was C. All right. It's a hat. Oh my gosh, people, it's a hat. What don't you do? I don't make stuffed animals. Gonk, check. I don't make hats, except for sun hats. I do sun hats. Well, what do they call them? I was about to call it a giggle hat. That's what we used to call it in the Defence Force, was the giggle hat. The bucket hat. And now I'm just sewing up the seam. You can do it by hand or you can do it by machine. This is how I do when I make bags. This is how I do it inside my bag as well. Make sure it's folded nicely, lying on top of each other. Just a nice wee tiny little top stitch. I've got it, I think, in pink on the bottom, on the bottom bobbin. Oh, that is a top bobbin. And I've got my Technicolor that all just turned out to be white. I've got the variegated on, and that turned out to be white. Oh my gosh. Do you want to see it on me? You do, don't you? Do you want to see it on? Do you want to see it on? Hang on a sec. Okay, I'm smiling a bit. This is a bit funny. Whew. What do you think? Does it go forward or does it go back? Oh my gosh. Big shout out to Julie for making one for her father-in-law. Obviously, it's not the right one, you know. It's not as classy as hers because hers is all done in the checks. My brother got his done. Our heritage is power in Waterford in Ireland, and he got our cheeky thing. Kilt skirts made out of that stuff. You guys know what I'm saying. See Judith screaming at the top of her lungs what I'm trying to say here, eh, Judith? So there you go. There's my little hat. You know what? I have a funny feeling I'm going to wear it. And you could do things like, you can just, I've got to have a look in the mirror. I haven't even looked in the mirror. This is, yeah. I'm a little bit happy. What do you reckon? I reckon it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. I can't stop smiling. Better than the scrunchie. Better than the scrunchie. All right, guys, I have got to make a wine bottle, a moose juice holder. Let's just call it a moose juice holder. I've got to make a moose juice holder. It's a bit wonky, isn't it? Oh, goodness. That's what happens. It's all wonky. So that's what I've made today, is I've made this, and it is by... Yeah. Pretty impressed, and I will highly recommend, if you want something like this, highly recommend it. I have, and we'll put the links down. I might even jump on and do a little review with it. I've got an Etsy website and a Pinterest, so I don't know if I'll get a photo of me in it because, well, I'm not really good at getting photos. And I just love the inside too. Now let's see, hat here. And it's all full of flamingos. I will, no, I just, I love it. Ah, it is so cool. And with a little pocket patch. Because we all know what that is. Somebody down the street won't realise that's the back pocket of the jeans that I cut up. Sorry, there's just some threads in there that I was just trying to pull out. So I think it's quite dinky. I'm a little bit impressed with the pattern. I hunted high and low. Ever since Julie mentioned she was making a Baker Boys hat, I was a little bit in, might want me one of those, but I love this band, and I don't know if I get my little ears tucked in there. Not that they look obscene or anything, just, and the elastic at the back, you can't even see it when you pull the hat down like that. If I come back on, you'll probably find me in this hat. I should take a photo of it and send it to Mr. Christopher, shouldn't I? Because he'll get a chuckle out of it. I like it. I'll just take a photo. I never take Percy photos like that. Right, and I'll take a little... It's just, it's slouchy. I like it. Enough of that. Right, I'm back. So I highly recommend that hat. If you want to make one, you want to see how you look in them. I've still got that strip with the back one that you're not meant to do two of. I knew it was when I was doing it, but the jeans were folded in half. So I'll get a little bag, an envelope, envelope, and I'll make a, I did actually grab two patterns. The other one was actually a Simplicity that you purchase on Etsy. They sold it on Etsy. Don't know how they can do that. It was about $1.95. I did print off the instructions, but I don't know where I put them. So, you know, they got those. But, I think it was $1.95 for that. Or there's another one that I printed off. Just having problems with the printer, so I took what I could do and choo choo. Okay, I gotta go. Stay well, stay warm, stay safe, stay dry, keep cool, keep on sewing. No regrets. Stay hydrated and give me a thumbs up. I mean, seriously, the hat's worth a thumbs up, isn't it? Didn't she do well? Thanks, guys. I'll catch you maybe tomorrow, maybe later today, maybe tomorrow. See you later. Bye. Good afternoon, evening. Well, it's afternoon still. Are you feeling better, Mabel? You were having a little bit of a choke scare before, weren't you? Don't put your paw on me. Nuh-uh. So anyway, I just popped back on to show you what I have been up to when I have not been in the cameras. We know that we've got the hat that I made for you guys. Well, not for you guys. I don't know who's going to get all this stuff. I made this wee one. Bit of a superhero going on here. This is for Caleb. And it is a Wave and Wild pattern. Got last time Mr. Christopher's down there, I got him to measure their heads. And this one is for little Abigail. The heads are now like, there we go. It's on. And I've got one more to make before they go down there. So that's 2 down. So I made those 2 today. And I made this little wine moose juice holder. I think that's just what I'll call them from now on. And I put like a little suede leatherette down the bottom. And look at my seam. Who'd have thunk it? It's just like so awesome. So it's gold on the inside. It's got the blue on the outside. A masculine one. This is for my hairdresser. So when I go out, I'll grab a bottle of moose juice and pop it in there. There you go. Look, Julie, I've used the label because, you know, I've got a packet too. It does not really tied that well, but Mum asked the question of, do they share them? And I said, I don't know, Mum. So I put his name on it, and you can tell who it's from. It's got my label on it. But I will do that later and take that down later. Yeah, just thought I'd share you. I thought I'd just let you know what I've been up to. I do have the one more to do. I'll just throw that down there because I don't want that anymore. And so I've got the Mr. Pooh Bear to go. So I might come home after I go. I've got to go to Maitere 10 today to pick up something and then come home. I might come home and do that. Yeah, it's been a good day. Great day. Positive. I've been watching so many vloggers because I guess I'm in the situation whereas I can sit down and watch a lot of vloggers come through, and I've heard nothing but people saying how they haven't had time yet to wrap their presents. You know, or they've still got their presents to wrap and they're panicking. I still haven't bought the presents. Christmas isn't about presents. Christmas is about getting good presents. No. Christmas is about being with ones you love and family, you know. With my brother, whose birthday it is, I've already wished him a happy birthday, and he's off to, I think it said, far north Queensland. So he lives that far away from me. He lives in Queensland, and so it was good to jump on quickly. And he told me a bit about Cairns. Has had it struck it hard at the minute with the weather bomb. But yeah, so I think I will change my threads and start Pooh Bear, that is. I think I'll tell you my toiletry issues. So yeah, I thought I'd let you know what I've done thus far since I came down. Pretty happy. Right, I might get back on, I might not. Who knows? Just deciding whether I should get a red wine or a bubbly for my hairdresser. Might ask Mum what she's getting. I think she's doing the same. She's not making a cool outfit for it though, is she? She's not making a moose juice carrier. Just teasing, Mum. Right. I'll go.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin. Good tidings.
Well, I've just got in. I took a detour. I went to Paraparaumu. You know, my friends that are coming for Christmas Day, they're currently up north visiting their folks. They live relatively close to each other. And their daughter called me. She works up at Paraparaumu, which is, thank goodness for Transmission Gully. It's about a 35-minute drive away. She's banged her head really, really bad. Dizzy, headache, glazed over eyes, nauseated. So I said, can you leave your car there? And she said, yeah. And I said, okay, I'm coming up. So the scenery you'd have seen after everything else is that me and Innes heading back home. So she's now at her house. I feel concussion is mild. Massive conversations all the way home, very coherent, very didn't feel sick anymore. She'd had some chips, like crisps or potato chips. While she was waiting for me to come up, I made sure that somebody was waiting with her, and she felt better that way. Still a massive headache. Oh, hello, you just whacked your head on the side of a concrete safe. And nauseated gone. She was very coherent. She saw something in the traffic ahead of me than before I did, like, and it was like miles ahead of me, probably about a K away. And she goes, there's a cop car there. And I went, no, there isn't. You know, I'm looking, I'm like staring, okay, she can see it. And okay, she's hallucinating. Oh my gosh. No, it's a cop car. And I saw it a bit later on. So nothing wrong with her eyesight. Her vision's good. Maybe up close might be a bit blurry. That's what I got when I was concussed. Holding her food down. Offered to sleep here if she wanted. I just had to shoot to Maiteri 10 to get something. Maiteri 10 was shut. But all good. I can do that another day. And so one could say still no Christmas presents purchased. And yeah, so that was my joyride for this afternoon. I just shut up there for Transmission Gully. Woohoo! So that's what that trip back was, is me coming back off Transmission Gully. A different trip than what Mum and I took yesterday on a different route off Transmission Gully. So, but she's good. She's I dropped back in there again on the way back from Natter 10. And she was cooking some food. So told her to call me if anything happens or anything's wrong, but she's in good bar headache and good health, so I'm happy. Whew. Crisis averted. All right, so I'm going to have some dinner. I'm going to download this and stay safe, stay well, stay warm, keep cool, keep on sewing, stay hydrated, which I haven't done. I've got a whopping headache. Stay hydrated and no regrets. Okay, see you later.
We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas.